Welcome back, and we're continuing the news. There are concerns this evening that common laborers are being underpaid on state-led projects in Western Jamaica, where repairs are ongoing at schools damaged by Hurricane Melissa. Details in this report.
In 2 weeks, schools will reopen, and frustration is growing among some stakeholders about the pace of repairs. But others are more frustrated about the pay. Reverend Harley Perrin, Custos of Westmoreland, did not mince words as he demanded better pay for the laborers, including those employed for the reconstruction of schools in Western Jamaica.
Common laborer, they are being paid $3,000 a day. Mr. MP, have you heard that? Have you? Talk up loud, man. Thank you. Like you in the House of Representatives. Now, everybody knows that 3,000 cannot even buy your food. So how it is that you can work for an entire day for $3,000?
That is $400 less than the daily legal minimum wage in the country. He warned unrest is not far away if things do not change quickly.
And until and unless we begin to address the inequities that exist in the labor market, then the riot of Rome will always be a painful reminder of what disgruntled and dissatisfied workers can do and will do.
The Custos reasoned the post-Melissa construction boom was an opportunity to find work for many of the former sugarcane sector workers, but the meager pay on these multi-billion-dollar projects is turning off workers, especially the youth.
Unfortunately, sugar is almost dead. The will is being read where sugar is concerned. The question is, what is going to replace sugar here in Westmoreland? And some has to be found to put the hundreds, indeed thousands of young men and women who either cannot find work or refuse to work. It's not enough for us to say they are refusing to work, but we must ask the question, why? In some cases, your take-home pay can't take you home.
The clergyman was speaking at the Ministry of Labour's regional roadshow recently. Prince Moore, TVJ News.
Transport Minister Darrell Vaz says more than 90% of the rural school bus service fleet is expected to be operational when the new school term begins. The update comes amid concerns from opposition spokesperson on transport, Michael Phillips, about the maintenance of the buses. Minister Vaz said a summer repair program led by the El Hydro team is underway to address outstanding maintenance issues and ensure the buses are fit for service. He noted that all 111 buses in the fleet were included in a comprehensive maintenance program. Currently, 81 buses, or about 73% of the fleet, are operational. Another 20 buses are undergoing repairs, while 10 have been earmarked for more intensive repairs and replacement parts.
We have had a summer break to make sure and do the servicing and the repairs that are necessary, and I expect nothing less than a full rollout for September morning. We were able to do it in September 2025, and there's no reason that we shouldn't be able to do it even bigger and better for 2026.
And in more education-related news, more will be done to ensure discipline in schools this academic year. That's according to Education Minister Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon. She was speaking at the Jamaica Teachers Association conference on Wednesday.
The 2025-26 academic year was marred by several incidents of school violence, continuing a troubling trend seen in previous years. And as schools prepare for the upcoming year, Education Minister Dana Morris-Dixon says a critical area she intends to focus on is discipline.
There's a breakdown of discipline in our society. And we're seeing it a lot in our schools because our children are coming in from those communities and those homes where discipline just does not exist. And we are going to have to do a lot more to instill discipline in our children. And so one area that has really worked really well is when you look at the uniformed groups in schools.
To the students and parents, she stressed rules must be followed.
If you don't do it in the schools, our country is going to not. And so, obviously, you do it within the rules of the ministry. There's a mandate, obviously, we can't be abusive, right? But we have to have the rules and the children must stick to it. And I will support you when you put down your foot.
JTA President LaSonia Harrison welcomed the support.
I hope that makes headline, that schools run on rules. And that the rules of the schools must be adhered to by parents and students alike.
But she wants the Ministry of Education to go further.
That character formation, the values and attitudes needs addressing. The emphasis on the importance of devotions, and that cannot be restricted to 15 minutes in schools. Reviving of dying subjects such as civic education, history, to help our people truly understand who they are. They are critical.
Shanella Precious, TVJ News.
It's summer and some youngsters may find themselves home alone while their parents or guardians go to work. But this evening, the police in Manchester are urging children to refrain from certain behaviors, especially online. Krista Campbell reports.
From fake accounts to scams and sexual grooming, youngsters in Manchester have been warned about irresponsible and dangerous online behavior that could seriously impact their lives. At a teens' summer event in Mandeville, police stressed the dangers of youngsters oversharing certain personal information on social media, especially when they are left home alone.
So no posting on social media, home alone, I'm bored, or something like that. That's not something you should practice. And I know a lot of people, they post everything that happens in their life on social media. So as your mom or your dad gone, I'm home alone and I'm bored. But try not to do that because people can use that same information to come and target you.
And Corporal LaSawn Blake explains how posting your location makes it even easier for danger to find you.
It's not just posting your exact location saying I'm here. So there's something called an IP address that generally, if I post from the library, I didn't post that I'm at the library, but I make a post. Whatever that post may be, it could just be a random picture. Your IP address can tell where that picture is posted from. So if you constantly post from your home, especially to Instagram and Facebook, persons can use that same IP address to find out and say, oh, she posts 10 times every day from this location. So chances are this is where she lives.
It's part of the reason why he's also stressing that youngsters and other residents should always have an emergency bag at home.
Some parents probably have drills with their children where you know how to find a specific location in the house when it's dark. So if somebody is trying to break into the house, you know how to get out, you know how to maneuver the place. They don't, they're new to the place. So always have a plan how you exit, how you get away in this situation, just in case, even if you believe that your home is safe.
For their part, the youngsters say they now have a better appreciation for responsible online behavior.
Some bad social media uses that are often found in high schools are spreading rumors online, gossip pages, starting problems that turn into actual physical conflicts. And I would just say that it is not right and we should be careful who we speak to, what we say to others, and how we impact others with the things that we post.
Do not join in, like, repost, or forward any harmful content. Save evidence if you are being targeted. Block and report abusive accounts. Tell a trusted adult or appropriate authority, the police, when the situation is serious. Try your best not to retaliate. retaliation can make situations worse.
Krista Campbell, TVJ News.
Now to the story of one man's fight for redress against a construction company undertaking part of the Southern Coastal Highway Improvement Project in St. Thomas. The roadwork has cut into the senior citizen's property and making trips to the bathroom very unpleasant.
A smooth road, the dream of motorists and pedestrians alike. But in Leith Hall, St. Thomas, it's anything but smooth sailing for one resident. For Derek Jones, the Southern Coastal Highway Improvement Project, which connects Harbourview in St. Andrew to St. Thomas and Portland, has been a gross inconvenience.
We lose about 39 plant and banana right off your southern cut off and we then lick down here, so we want to pay for them the too.
Leaning on a fence in his yard, he points to evidence of other damage caused by the construction.
My fence then cut off. Them not come back and then leave pan edge to drop over. They not come fix back my fence. And my driveway them mash up. See then sink it there. Right all around the side of here. So the driveway fence. It a tear away. All them things them want to fix.
But for him, the most pressing problem is a now covered pit, which he says was poorly packed, leaving his sewage with nowhere to run off.
And then like, forget about my pit, or then come dry it, and who are going to take that responsibility to dry the pit? Then can't put that on me, because me have my outside pit, my outside toilet and my pit, and then cut it off.
He says he's endured 6 months with no redress despite repeated calls and queries. So now his last resort.
They have a bike there. And I think about to sell if even the ally have to take care of my right, you know, because it come like say, because the man just come cut off my thing and gone. So I'm feeling that.
Stephen Shaw is communication manager at the National Works Agency, NWA, which manages the highway construction project. I contacted him while he was visiting another site in St. Thomas, and he paid a visit to Mr. Jones.
Having been told of the situation here with Mr. Jones, I have reached out to the consultants on the project, Stanley Jamaica Engineers, and they have committed to having one of their senior engineers come to this location to see for themselves what is taking place. And thereafter, I'm sure that instructions will be given to the contractors to have the situation here remedied.
He says the claims of banana and plantain trees being destroyed to be investigated further. Krista Campbell, TVJ News.
Coming up in this newscast, 6-year-old found with a loaded gun inside a school bus in South Carolina. We'll be right back.